Imagine. Imagine if we could create technologies that enable us to quickly respond to or prevent a biological or chemical attack, eliminating the threat of the worst chemical and biological agents, anthrax, smallpox, sarin, to our civilian population and men and women of the armed forces. This isn't a hope. This is a reality. At DTRA CB, we are developing these technologies as we speak. We invest in transformational technologies that save and improve lives. Our strategy and investments are built around 4 objectives. Sense. By detecting threats early, we reduce the risk and respond faster and more effectively. Shape. We use technologies to proactively address and predict threats and manage risks, letting us shape the battlefield. Shield. Our technologies protect the warfighter and maintain their combat effectiveness. Sustain. We are developing new ways to treat those who have been exposed to chem-bio threats and decontaminate equipment and areas. This comprehensive strategy is paying real dividends for the United States. We are developing a recombinant vaccine for ricin. Ricin is an extremely deadly biological weapon. This advance represents the first ever ricin vaccine in human trials. Anthrax decontamination requires large amounts of chemicals that can impact the environment, people, and equipment. We are developing new technologies to safely clean wide areas in weeks, not years. We're developing a technology that lets us conduct clinical trials in test tubes, allowing us to test drugs cheaper, faster, and better. Technology such as the Modular Immune In-vitro construct, or MIMIC, developed through a partnership between DTRA CB and private industry. Our Razor robots enable troops to remotely and safely deploy chem-bio sensors. These robots were designed for the battlefield, but were invaluable in the aftermath of the Fukushima nuclear power plant disaster in Japan. Today's chem-bio suits are heavy, hot, and cumbersome. We are developing Second Skin, an everyday uniform made from novel, dynamic, multifunctional materials that are fully integrated at the molecular level. This integration allows the suit to provide protection against chemical and biological threats while adapting to optimize thermal burden, ultimately making the warfighter safer and more combat effective. DTRA CB. We're innovation-driven. Our technologies are advancing the boundaries of science and technology. We're performance-driven. We measure results and invest in what works. We're warfighter-driven. Our primary responsibility is protecting the men and women of our armed forces. We're synergy-driven. In the tradition of penicillin and the internet, our military technologies are also improving civilian lives, driving economic growth, and advancing science and understanding. Solving these types of challenges requires the brightest minds and the most advanced science and technology. Imagine being part of this mission.